Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allie if you're new here, and on my channel we talk about books, so let's just get right into it. This video is one that I'm actually really excited about. We're going to be doing a weekly reading vlog, which I haven't done in a minute, and I'm actually feeling excited about it, which is not something that I've been recently feeling about weekly reading vlogs, hence why I haven't been filming them. But it's my birthday week, it's Valentine's Day week, and I've got some pretty good books going, so I just felt like this was the perfect time to do this. So I should have started this video this morning because I've literally finished 2 books today already, but I didn't, so I'll just briefly tell you what I've read so far. They're not really going to count towards like what I read in this video, but I just wanted to share, and then from there we'll get into what I'm going to be reading in this video and some of like my plans for the week. So I'm very excited. So first of all, last night I finished House of Flame and Shadow, which I'm just so happy that I got to read that during my birthday week, even if it was Monday. Yesterday was Monday, today's Tuesday. But I loved it. I'm so happy I was able to read it, and it was fantastic, 5 stars. Then I finished The Villa by Rachel Hawkins this morning. Loved that as well. I gave it 3 stars, but I thought that it was really well done. I like her writing. I didn't like Reckless Girls. I loved The Wife Upstairs. I really liked. And I do have Heiress to listen to this week as well, which I'll get to in a minute. But that's the new book by her. And then I read Veronica Ruiz's Something About the Bank. Veronica Ruiz Breaks the Bank, which is the novella to the Finley Donovan is Killing It series. So that was really fun as well. That follows Vero, who's like the nanny in Finley Donovan. But I thought that it was really fun. It was like a 3-hour audiobook. It's like an 80-page book, so it was just super fast and easy to get into. But I really enjoyed that. So those are the books that I finished this week already, but this video is going to be about these books that I'm about to share with you. So first things first, I started this today. This is my In Real Life Book Club book pick, Bride by Allie Hazelwood. I don't know why my words are not working today. I am an Allie Hazelwood fan. I really love her writing and I love her romances. I just think they're fun. I'm excited to get into this one that's like a different genre. The paranormal romance kind of stands out to me, so I'm excited. Plus, I love that Allie just spells her name the same as me, because I feel like most people who are named Allie don't spell their name A-L-I, and so I like it. But anyways, so I'm really excited to read this. I am a total of 13 pages into it, so this is going to be very prevalent in this video. And then for my Kindle, which is in the other room or else I'd show you, I am currently reading The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. This is one of the books that was recommended to me in my 12 books recommended by 12 friends challenge that I'm doing for 2024. And I'm about 60% of the way into it, and I'm enjoying it so far. I wouldn't say it's like my favorite book ever, but I am very much enjoying it so far. So I'm excited to see how that ends. I have some predictions, so we'll see. But yeah, I am enjoying that, and I think it'll be a good time. And then I have some Kindle books. So some Kindle graphic novels specifically. I really like to pretty much fill my Kindle up with graphic novels the week of my birthday, because 1, you get a lot of books read in your like to read list on Goodreads, or your Goodreads challenge, I guess. 2, I love graphic novels. I think they're fun, and I enjoy reading them, so I like to do it around my birthday because it just makes me happy and it's something I enjoy doing. And that's kind of it. The 2 reasons, I guess. But I have the Stonekeeper's Curse, which is the 2nd book in the Amulet series, which is a like young adult, not even, it's like a middle grade graphic novel series, but it's really cute and it's enjoyable, and I can get it for free from my library, so I'm in. And then I have Saga Volume 1, which I'm really excited about. I signed up for Comixology Unlimited, which is like the Amazon's version of like Kindle Unlimited for graphic novels and manga. So I got that. I'm very excited, and I have access to the whole series if I decide I want to read more this week, but I don't know about that. And then I have Heartstopper Volume 1. So I read Heartstopper Volume 1 like years ago, pretty much when it first came out, and I owned it and I didn't love it, so I got rid of it, and now it's so popular, so I want to give it another chance and see if I might like it, especially with there being more books in the series to continue on with. So I have those 3 graphic novels, which I'm really excited to get to. And then for audiobooks, currently I am listening to The Rise and Fall of the Dinosaurs. I don't know who that's by. It's right here. This book was in Books by Lala or Kayla's dinosaur book video, and I thought that it looked fun, so I'm excited. I'm like 30 minutes into it, not super far, but I'm enjoying it so far, and I think it'll be a good time. Plus I like that kind of nonfiction that's teaching you something, so I think that'll be a good time. Then I have that's what I'm currently listening to. And then on deck I have The Heiress by Rachel Hawkins, which is a new release. I also have The Fury by Alex Michaelides, which is also a new release. And then I think I have another one, but I don't know what. So I have all of those. And then if I finish Bride, right now my thought process is I'm either going to be picking up Checkmate, also by Ali Hazelwood, or depending on how quickly I'm reading, how things are going, I also might pick up Every Heart a Doorway, the Wayward Children series books. These 3 I have already read, but I haven't continued on with the series, and I just bought the next 2 in the series. So I want to read these 3 again because it's been like 4 years and I don't really remember what happened. So then I can finish the other 2 and then continue to buy more in the series and then read more, so on and so forth. But I didn't want to buy all 9 books if I'm not reading them, so I only bought 2, and then once I finish these, then I'll buy more and go from there. So those are all of the crazy reading plans that I have for this week. And because it's my birthday week, we're also going to do some book shopping, which I'm excited about. We'll probably do that on my actual birthday, which is this Saturday. My birthday is the 17th. And I have $75 in Barnes & Noble rewards, and then I also have a $5 gift card. So I'm gonna go a little ham and do that, and then yeah, I'm very excited. So that's kind of the plan. That's what's going on. I'm going to finish editing my House of Flame and Shadow reading vlog, which is already up, so you can go check that out if you want to. And then once I'm done with this, I'm gonna hop into Bride, and I'm very excited, and I think it's gonna be a great time. So I'll talk to you guys in a while. Hello, good morning, happy Wednesday. Wanted to walk you through all of my reading from yesterday because I actually read quite a bit. My goal this year has been to just kind of track my reading and read every day. And some days I read like over 200 pages, and then sometimes I read like a few pages. But I track that all on Storygraph, and if you don't have Storygraph, I highly recommend it. My profile is linked down below if you want to follow me on there. But the nice thing about Storygraph is that it will track like your reading throughout the day. So you can see like how many audiobook minutes you listen to and how many books you read and how many pages you read. So yesterday I read 139 pages, which to me is fantastic. That's like quite a bit above like my average pages read. This month in particular, I have been reading quite a bit more. Some of the days this month have been quite a bit more, but 139, I'm really happy with that. So I can update that in my bullet journal, which is great. I'll just show you really quick. I track how many pages I read in my bullet journal here. And so like the yellow is no read. So there's been 4 days this year that I haven't read. Technically I did read on a couple of them, but I was in Mexico and I wasn't tracking how many pages I read, and I didn't want to mess it up, so I just marked it as no read. But so today I will be marking green because I read over 100 pages but not over 200 pages, so I'll just quickly do that. But yeah, this has been a really fun way for me to track my reading and track kind of my like day-to-day reading, which I've really liked. And then I also track like by month as well afterwards. But yeah, so that's been fun. I read 36 pages of Bride. I'm on page 36. I'm really enjoying this so far. Well, I say that. I'm not enjoying this so far. I'm just not totally into it yet. I mean, I'm only 37 pages. I finished the first chapter of the prologue. Like I'm not that deep into it, but I'm not totally obsessed yet, which
Usually by this point, I'm like pretty invested in Allie Hazelwood's characters, but I'm kind of finding Misery to be a little annoying already. So yeah, and this honestly could just be because I'm reading this directly after House of Flame and Shadow, and that book has got so much like fantasy aspects, and like Allie Hazelwood's not a fantasy author, at least not at this point, and so I don't know. And I haven't gotten to the point where, actually I think it starts in chapter 2, where maybe, I don't even know, where our main character Misery meets her husband Lo. So I don't know. I'm just getting through it right now. Hopefully my thoughts change today. Hopefully I get far enough into it that I enjoy it. So I'll let you know as I read more of that. And then The Housemaid. I've actually been reading. The thing with The Housemaid is that it's a quick read. So I read around 100 pages yesterday. I am on page 310, and this book is 329 pages. So I have 19 pages left. I will absolutely be finishing this today. I'm probably going to finish it here shortly, actually. It was like 11 o'clock when I realized that I had like 19 pages left, and I was like, I could read this, but I'm not going to. So I saved it for today so I can finish it today. And then I've listened to like 7% of the Rise and the Fall of the Dinosaurs, which I'm hoping to read more of today as well while I'm working, listening to that. So yeah, that's kind of the rundown of my reading from yesterday. I'm excited to get into reading today. My goal ultimately, I think my goal ultimately every day is to definitely break the 50-page mark, and then if not break the 100-page mark. Today is Valentine's Day, so I don't have as much time to read, but yeah, we'll see where I go. I'll let you know, and we will get rocking and rolling.
So I finished The Housemaid. I actually enjoyed it more than I was expecting to. I think I'm going to give it a 4 stars. So that being said, we're going to update my bullet journal, and I just wanted to kind of show you my bullet journal a little bit and go through some of the details of like what I fill out. So I have my Tombow pens, and I just keep the ones that I use daily in this, and then each category or whatever has a different color. So for this first page, I have my books read, and I just fill out based off of digital, audio, or physical, audio, digital, and like immersive, which is when I read like audio and digital or audio and physical or something like that. If I read in more than one format, then I'll do blue. But this one I read on my Kindle, so it will be purple. 21st book of the year. I will take that as a win, considering it's February 14th. And then my next page is this one, which is super fun and same kind of concept. These are genres, and then I just highlight them based off of genre. So this one was a mystery thriller, so it's gonna be green. Just fill that out. And then I will let it dry before I actually write in the title of the name, just because I don't want it to like bleed or spread or anything like that. So then this is a fun one because this was a book that was recommended to me for my 12 books recommended by 12 friends prompt that I'm doing for 2024. So I can fill this in, and I just fill in the stars with the color of the way that I read it. So this is going to be purple because I read it digitally. So I am going to fill in 4 stars for The Housemaid, just like that. Now it's got the 4 stars, and I've read this one as well, and it's a good time. Very big fan. And then the next thing that I would fill out is if it has like a title. I'm doing the alphabet reading challenge. So if the title starts, and I'm not counting the, so like The Housemaid, it would be an H because I'm not counting the, but I already have an H, but basically I'll just go through, and if I don't have that letter yet, I'll fill it in. And then from there, I will put this page. So this is where I print out a small version of all of the book covers, and then I'll paste it in. And I have a bunch of them just pre-printed out because I typically like to print out like at least 10 to 15 per time that I print them out, so I'm not wasting paper. But I will paste in my baby Housemaid sticker, and I actually print these out on sticker paper just clipped my nails and it's making this difficult. But I print this out on sticker paper, so then now it's just a little sticker and I can just paste it right in. I don't have to use any glue or anything like that, and it's just, oh, very nice. There we go. Now I have the house made on my page. And then from there, I will go to my monthly page, which is this for February. And I'm just gonna fill out that I read the book, and then I think, yeah. And then I'm just gonna highlight, because this was my TBR, so highlight that off of the list. So, and this is my highlight color for February. I've actually not been doing great with my TBR. I've still read 10 books in February, but I've only read 2 off of my TBR, so I'm kind of struggling a little bit there. But then I'll just take like these pages and fill it out there. So I'm gonna put, I think I'm gonna put it here because I don't think I need a bigger space for it. So yeah, that's kind of, actually, I don't know, I might make a like full length one that kind of looks like this. That way I have a little bit more room to write. But that's just kind of how I base these when I write on, like House of Flame and Shadow. Don't look at any of the words if you don't want to be spoiled, but House of Flame and Shadow has a very big one because I had a lot to say. Some of these smaller ones have smaller things to say, or like medium things to say. So yeah, that's kind of where my brain goes with this. But I'm going to paste in the bigger one, and I do the same thing. I have bigger ones, and I'm going to just write in my thoughts, and then that's how I update my bullet journal. And then I will pick what I'm going to read on my Kindle next, and I will let you know when I figure that out. Okay, so I have been reading some more of Bride, and I am 48 pages into this book, and I'm having a really hard time getting into it, which is just not something that I really expected, because I am kind of obsessed with Ali Hazelwood's writing. Like, I love the first 3 STEMinist novels, as well as the Loath to Love You anthology novellas. I just don't understand why this is not working for me so far. It might get better. I mean, I'm only just in like chapter 2, but I feel like vampires and werewolves, it's vampires and wares, it's not actually vampires, but I'm gonna call them vampires because that's just like my brain, it pulls me out of the story to try and like correct my brain when I'm reading it. So vampires and werewolves should not be the way that the writing portrays. I don't know. Like, she was like, in these heels, I'm 6 feet tall, but there's no towering over this guy. And then there was like this scene where she was like kind of eavesdropping on him, and he was like standing there, and she's like, what did she even say? I waited for a handful of seconds, hoping he'll join them and clear my way. 2 handfuls. What feels a lot like a minute. A minute and more handfuls. Like, okay. I mean, I don't know. That aspect makes this feel very YA, and it's not a YA book. So it's kind of hard for me to, I don't know. I don't even really know how to like elaborate on my thoughts, but I'm not totally loving it, which sucks because first of all, it's beautiful. Second of all, I've really, really, really wanted to read this book for like a really long time, and I'm not giving up on it. I have to finish it. It's my book club book, but I'm not thrilled. The other thing with this book is it's something that's very similar to what she does in her other novellas, is she makes these female main characters so self-conscious. Like I think it was in Love on the Brain, B thought that Levi hated her like the whole first half of the book, and she like no grounds for why he hated her. She just was like, yeah, this guy hates me. And then for like the whole book, she just kept going on, well, if he didn't hate me and he hates me and he hates me, and I'm like, ugh. And they're doing it again in this one, but differently, because at the wedding, like at the altar, he smells her and he like reacts to it, and now she's like, I smell like rotten eggs to him. And then she just asked him, do I smell like sewers or something? And he's like, he like reacted and he's like, or something, which like clearly he's attracted to her scent. Like that is so obvious. But she's just like, I stink to him. I smell like sewers. And it's like, okay, Misery, shut the fuck up right now. Like I can't listen to you talk. So I just like little things like that, like it's going good, I'm enjoying it, and then little things come in and they pull me out of the story and then I'm irritated. So I'm gonna keep reading and try and get past that, get to a point where I'm more interested in it. But yeah, I'm not feeling super like I'm not feeling super great about this one right now. So we'll see, but damn, it really sucks. I'm really conflicted. So yeah. All right, bye. Hello. I wanted to give a little bit of an update, not really a reading update because I haven't read, but just something fun, I guess. I'm going to start listening to my audiobook and working on my crochet project. I'm making a granny square blanket out of this soft yarn, and I'm so excited because I've never actually successfully made a blanket. I tried to do a mood blanket, which is like a take on the temperature blanket, but I just never actually finished it. I do have all of the stats, so I can finish it eventually. I just haven't done it yet. But this is gonna be 3 different colors. So it'll be this like taupey gray, and then this pink, peachy color, and then this like pretty baby blue. And I'm making just a shit ton of granny squares right now. And then the goal is to be able to put them all together and have a blanket. But I have to actually do it. So I'm gonna listen to my audiobook and work on this for a little bit, and then hopefully get a chunk of the way into my audiobook. I'm gonna give The Rise and the Fall of the Dinosaurs a little bit more of a chance, but there's a chance that I might put it down for now. I'm really enjoying it and I like the idea of it, but I have so many like holds that I'm really excited about. And they're like new releases and stuff that I've been waiting for, and I think I'd rather listen to some of those. So I'm gonna give it a little bit more of a chance, and then if not, I might pick it up like later down the line and pick up the ARS instead. So I'm gonna work on this, and then I will give you guys an update in a little bit, but I'll give you some B-roll of me crocheting and miso in the background. I have read a little bit more, and so I wanted to quickly give you a reading update because I didn't actually update with my words yesterday. I did a little bit of B-roll of me reading Bride, but I didn't actually talk. So first of all, I don't remember if I told you this, but after I finished The Housemaid, I picked my next Kindle book, and I went with Garnet Flats by Demi Perry. This is the third book in the Eden series. It follows one of the Eden siblings, Talia, and she's the doctor. And I don't know how I feel about this one. I loved the first two. This one, I'm 53 pages in, so 18%. I haven't gotten far enough into this book to really understand the reveal, but it follows Talia and Foster, and Foster's a UFC fighter, and he moves to Quincy, which is the town that they live in, to get Talia back because they dated 7 years ago and broke up because he married her best friend, and now he regrets it, but he still talks to her, like his ex-wife, and I don't know. It feels really, I'm not too sure about this one. The first book, fantastic. Second book, not as good as the first book, but also very good still. This one, I'm not too sure. I'm hoping that I can get past whatever's happening. I hope that the reveal makes sense, but I'm nervous. So we'll see how that goes. And then I did read some more of Bride yesterday as well. I also am still not loving this. What is happening? It's my birthday week and I'm supposed to be enjoying the books I'm reading. But I'm 92 pages in, and I feel like Ali Hazelwood writes really naive female main characters, and as much as her books are like good and they're spicy and they're enjoyable and I like the story, I'm kind of growing to not like her female main characters very much, because they're just so, I don't know, they're so naive. Like, give me a powerful, sure of herself main character. I don't want somebody who is spending 90 pages terrified that her husband thinks that she smells bad, but doesn't talk to him to figure it out, you know? I don't know. She's so naive and insecure, and I feel like that's how a lot of her Ali Hazelwood's books are. And I love Ali Hazelwood's contemporary romances, but for some reason this is just so far not really working for me, but I'm hoping I can get further into it. I haven't really gotten to any romance yet in this book, and I'm 90 pages in, which is not really typical for Ali Hazelwood. Well, I guess maybe it is. But I just feel like once I get to the romance, hopefully that'll fix some of the issues, but right now I'm not loving it. So yeah, those are the two books that I'm currently reading, like, with my eyeballs. I did pick up Eris yesterday by Rachel Hawkins, and I'm about 30% of the way through it, and I am really enjoying it. It follows our two main characters, Cam and Laura, something, I don't know what her name is, but they're married. They've been married for 10 years, and Cam is the heir to a estate of like $100 million and this huge mansion, but he pretty much cut himself off from it and was like, I don't want this money, I don't want this house, I'm not gonna like disown it, but I'm gonna move away to Colorado. And this was in like Asheville, North Carolina or something like that. And then one day something happens and it brings them back to this house, and so it's interesting. But they both have secrets, and I am enjoying it a lot so far, so I'm excited to see where it goes and if things stay good or if it gets bad. But I'm liking it right now. But yeah, those are the books I'm reading. I'm gonna get back to reading for a little bit, and I will talk to you guys in a while.
Hello again. I have really been sucking at reading today and yesterday. I did read a little bit of Garnet Flats on my lunch break. I'm on page 74, but I haven't read very much. I guess I've read 40 pages today, which isn't that bad. But my goal today, I'm on page 74 of Garnet Flats, and I'm on page 893. Okay, that'll be super easy. I'm on page 93 of Bride, and my goal is to at least get to page 100 of both of those books. So Bride's obviously going to be super easy. Garnet Flats is going to be easy too. But yeah, that's my plan, is to get to, sorry, you're kind of shaking. It's to get to page 100 of each of them, and then from there see if I continue to read. But if I can get to that, I will be happy. So I'm going to start reading, and I will update you probably once I've hit page 100 in both books.
Hello. Happy Thursday the next week. I'm here to end off the vlog. I didn't update for like 5 days because I got sick, which really sucks, but you know what? You just gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm here to end off the vlog. I had a really good week last week. I didn't get as much reading done as I was expecting to. I have read more since then. Since last week, I did finish The Heiress. I finished The Stonekeeper's Curse, and I read Heartstopper Volume 1. And then I think in this vlog, I only read The Housemaid. So not the best reading week, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I got some great books for my birthday, which I will be sharing in a coming up book haul. It'll be either the next video you see or there will be one in between. I'm not totally sure. I think there's gonna be one in between because I'm just waiting for a couple more to arrive before I film it. But I'm having a great time now that I'm starting to feel a little bit better, and last week was a lot of fun. I had a great birthday. I did include a couple of clips from the wineries and from Topgolf. I didn't really want to be like all up in people's business with the camera, so I didn't really like film a lot, but I did get a couple of shots of that, so I will include that as well. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video and have enjoyed hanging out with me, and I will see you guys next week in I think that next week is going to be my February wrap up, so I'm excited to talk to you guys then, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!